So, Ruth Bader Ginsburg is dead. And I just want to say, looks like the people's prayers have been answered. Nobody's wishing death on anybody. But let me tell y'all something. Righteous people, men and women of God, have been praying for a long time for justice to come. And God's people have been crying out for many years, asking God for justice. And what better way for justice to come than justice in the Supreme Court? So let me give you a little bit of background about Ruth Bader. First of all, this woman, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, is her name. Okay, she died recently. She was a Supreme Court justice. She talked about and she wanted to legalize the age of consent for children to be 13 or 14 years old, for the age of consent to have sexual relations with an adult. Okay, so this tells you a little bit about her. She also stated that she wanted abortion to be for the poor. She didn't feel like poor people should have children. So she's right on the line, the same line with Margaret Sanger, who founded Planned Parenthood. And what was her mantra? She called black people weeds. Okay? So this is what we're dealing with. And just to give some of y'all out there, some of y'all haters out there, some biblical context to what I'm talking about, if you go to Proverbs chapter 11, verse 10, and the scripture reads as follows. When it goeth well with the righteous, the city rejoice. And when the wicked perish, there is shouting. It's scripture. This Ruth Bader Ginsburg woman was wicked. There's no other way to say it. Okay, she's gone. God bless her for all her contributions and all that, her landmarks and her status of moving up the ranks and all of that good stuff as a woman and all this stuff and na. But at the end of the day, she had it in for the children. She had it in for children. And one of the things that God hates is the shedding of innocent blood. And also the scripture says, if you've done one thing to these children, it'd be better that you had a millstone wrapped around your neck and thrown into the sea. This woman hated children. And you gotta hate children to be pro-abortion. I'm keeping it real, y'all. You gotta hate children to want to kill them. You gotta hate children to want to kill them in the 9th month of pregnancy. You gotta hate children. So that's all I'm saying is Ruth Bader Ginsburg was a wicked woman. I'm not rejoicing her death. But the scripture says that the city rejoiced and they were shouting. When the wicked perish. That's all I'm saying. And this is an answer to prayers. The scripture says in 2 Chronicles 7, chapter 7, verse 14, if my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will forgive their sins and will heal their land. This is an answer to prayer. Now, people are all up in arms about the Supreme Court. Supreme Court. Who's going to go in? You're going to see who's who, y'all. As I said in the other video, you got to make a choice. You're going to see who's who. You're going to see who's pro-children. You're going to see who's against children. You're going to see. And it's a lot of people in the church that's going to be rooting for some godless person to be put on that Supreme Court because they're pro-choice. So just keep your eye open. God is revealing. He's showing. He's revealing who is on his side. He's revealing who's on the side of righteousness. He's revealing. This is a litmus test to see who is who. Who's for righteousness and who's for evil. And this I will continue another time. To be continued.